Hey everyone, how are you? This is another All Signs. One or 2 days late, but I just had my family visiting in Colorado, and so they came first. I needed some downtime, which was really nice. But today we have a lot to discuss because we're heading into deeper and deeper energies of crisis. I don't know how to say this, but I mean the full moon in Aries today is pretty potent. I hope you've been able to escape making some rash decisions, some, I don't know, passive aggressive movements. This full moon in Aries is really triggering just because Mars is absolutely triggering Chiron, it's triggering the moon. So, yeah, expect this full moon. I mean, I don't know, like I already was feeling at the beginning of the week. So you will likely, if you haven't felt it yet, it could even like bleed into this weekend. But we also, on top of this full moon in Aries, which is pretty dicey, it doesn't mean, you can't manage your energies or work with the energies in any way. It really depends on how your own chart is getting affected. But we also have a new moon in Scorpio. And I'm talking about, even though it's on November the 1st, I'm bringing it up because you're going to feel the energies towards the end of October. And that new moon in Scorpio is interesting because it's happening at 9 degrees of Scorpio. So if you have any planets around 7 to 12 degrees, 11 degrees of all the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, you guys are going to really feel that new moon the most. And that new moon in Scorpio, I mean, Scorpio, look, it's an intense moon. At least it's not a full moon, right? But it is a new moon. And the reason why this one is particularly intense is because Mars is getting ready to go into full opposition to Pluto, which are the two rulers of Scorpio. Mars is the traditional ruler, Pluto is the modern ruler. And both of them are in the 29th degree, which is known as the anaretic degree, also known as the degree of crisis. It's a very Plutonian degree. And it's basically, it's almost like the moment right before you're birthed, right? Like you're coming out of the birth canal. You don't know where you're going to land. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's waiting for you on the other side, but everything's about to change. Like that's where this new moon is. And I feel like it's a lot of death, it's a lot of crisis, and it's a lot of transformation. I want to make this very clear. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I just want you to understand that we're going into some really challenging energies over the next 6 to 8 months. Simply just because, one, it's an election year. It always is going to stir up the collective. But the energies with Mars and Pluto facing off is a very intense thing happening at the 29th degree. But then also, Mars is going to move back into Cancer January 6th, which kind of is interesting day for Mars to go back into Cancer. As we all know, like what that date kind of represents. And so what I want to say is remember that whatever if there is some kind of crisis that we're facing or something that's a narrative that's building up over the next 6 months or so, big healing always follows a crisis. So you can't really have healing, or at least really dramatic and fast healing, something that really pushes something to the surface without there being some form of crisis. That's just how it usually works. And because we're talking about Scorpio and it's a new moon and it's being, really ruled by Mars and Pluto at this crisis degree, I just feel like there's something's really lying ahead of us. Now, what I think it will bring, though, is good in the end. It's just going to feel really kind of chaotic as we get there. A lot of the times what we want will never come in the package that we hope it does. And that's just something that we have to come to terms with and be accepting of, that oftentimes when we like, yeah, the outcome I want us to be in a better place. I want there to be more peace, less division. Um, I'm sure we all want more money at this point because everything's just really crazy. Like everyone's under a big pressure cooker financially. Um, how you get there, though, may not be in the way that you see the best path. And so understand that however way we're going to get there, just know we're going to end up in a good place eventually. I firmly believe that. Now, as I mentioned in my Telegram and when I posted this video on YouTube, I had a very interesting dream last night. And this dream felt rather different than many dreams I've had. I haven't had a dream like this in a long time. So I'm not sure if there's any prophecy to it or any truth, but it felt very, very real. And in this dream, I was with one of my best friends and we were in a city, and I don't think it was Denver, but we were just in some kind of city, and there was, okay, how do I say this? What I believe happened, because there was a distinct involvement with RFK Jr. and so RFK and Trump were very much at the forefront within this city. And I don't know if it's just the energies were, I don't want to say we're behind this, what were maybe provoking it. But I saw a very 9/11-esque event occurring in a city. There was some kind of explosion, and I saw like dust clouds, like really kind of going up over the city and starting to move from wherever it was outward. And it was coming towards me and my friend, and the whole city was in chaos. People were running for their lives. And it was scary. Like my girlfriend and I, we started running. I followed her. She served in the military. So I was following her instincts, and she somehow she was in contact with some of her ex-military friends, and we managed to like escape. Everyone was fine. But I got this message about the dream that I believe that and I want to make this very clear, no matter who wins the election, chaos are coming. Chaos are coming no matter which way you slice it or dice it. It's just how it's really going to play out is unknown. But I got the sense from this dream that if Trump wins, they're going to pull another event, much like 9/11, to disrupt the positive timeline. So that event back in September of 2001 was designed, I believe, to disrupt what was already a positive timeline for the human collective going forward. And it kind of disrupted it, slowed it down, didn't allow it to take place in the fashion that it was meant to. And I got the sense that another event was coming, because if things turn out that way, because I really don't believe that there's any way of being able to know right now. I feel like the timelines are in way too much fluctuation. And it's really going to be like a last minute thing. But if it were, I feel like there's going to be an event on US soil that's going to spark a war of some sort. Now, how big, I don't know, but it's going to spark conflict for sure. And my sense, though, I want to say, is that the outcome is very positive. There was a lot of power in this dream. It felt like there was some sense of empowerment for the people. I just don't know exactly how that all plays out. I just can tell you what I sensed and what I felt. Whatever the event is, I don't feel like it has the same effect as the one over 20 years ago. And I'm just being really careful about using certain words, just because I'm still getting videos taken down from like years ago. I literally had one taken down last week. So I know that there's been a prediction that if he were to win, there'd be like a really big war coming in. And I know that really upset a lot of people. And I think it's really important to understand that just because there is doesn't mean it doesn't get you to a positive outcome. And I'm not a supporter of war and all that kind of stuff, but we just don't know how we're supposed to get to where we need to get. And yes, we would all love to just swing there on like, like rainbows and roses, we'd love to just swing into blissland. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of challenges that we have to overcome. And so I don't know. It was just a very, very real dream, like very real dream. It felt like I don't dream of stuff like that. And I wasn't watching any TV shows or movies of that nature that would have sparked or planted that kind of idea in my subconscious. So, I don't know. Here's the other thing too, with Mars going back into, Mars will leave Cancer in November and move into Leo for 2 months. And then it will go back into Cancer for almost 4 full months, January 6th. So 3.5 to almost 4 months. January 6th to I think April 25th. And that Mars in Cancer is very uncomfortable. And I really believe that we're going to see something happen domestically in the country it's going to be more of a conflict that's more domestic. And I think the eclipses that crossed through the states on that X, where we had the one that just passed in April formed the final part of the X that went through Texas, is kind of speaking to what's kind of coming. Again, I want to make this clear. I didn't get a sense that everyone should be afraid. It felt like whatever the intention was behind it, it gets minimized or diminished. It doesn't have the same effect as what I think is intended. And so the other message that I was told to make sure I told all of you when I tell you about this dream is that if that maybe this won't happen, I would love for there just to be peace, like all around, trust me. But if some kind of event like this happens, and the energies are right for it, so we have to be really honest with ourselves. If something like this happens, it's very, very important to protect your energy in a sense of don't allow yourself to get into outrage, to get emotionally pulled in, like remaining as neutral as possible about what's happening. And remember that you have a lot of power and sway in your reality, that you can impact, I want to say, this event by minimizing its effects, by not really buying into it. The reason why the tower one back in 2001 was so effective was because none of us saw it coming. It was just so crazy, nothing like that had ever really happened. And so people were outraged, people were just in shock. If we don't allow our emotions to be utilized in that manner, and we don't give it as much time or energy, of course you're going to look at it and you're going to read about it and you're going to watch videos and stuff if anything were to happen. But it's really important to not let your energy be drawn into that timeline disruption. So that's like where a lot of us who are more aware and understand the impacts of energy and how our minds work, and how they're utilized to just how to utilize to control certain outcomes or shift narratives, shift timelines, all that kind of stuff. It's just important that whatever is going on, and again, it doesn't matter how this plays out. It's just make sure that whatever happens, you are solid in you. You got to keep your vibration high. You've got to be focused on what you can create. Don't allow yourself to get very distracted. Of course, be empathetic and compassionate to where it's needed, but don't allow yourself to get too pulled into whatever's kind of coming down the pipeline. And again, I hope I'm wrong, like I really do, but it was a very, it was just a strange dream. I don't have dreams like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Again, I want to say it had a lot of power behind it in a good way for the people. So, and I don't mean like the actual event itself. It's more of like what this puts into motion. Like it brings it, I don't know if it inspires people or it awakens more people, but there was a lot more power for people in the energetics of this dream. So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to share with you about that. What else? Before I get into all the readings, I am going to be speaking at a live event next Wednesday on October 23rd. I believe I'm speaking live at 3:30 Pacific time. The event is all day and it's free. And also you get access to 7 days of being able to watch all the I can't speak. The events, like the speaking engagements. Everyone who spoke that day, you'll be able to watch the replays for a week for free. So I'm leaving the link in the description below if you'd like to sign up. And I think that's it. So with all that being said, let's jump into Earth signs. You guys are next or first. Okay, so Earth signs. How's everyone doing? Opie, it feels inevitable right now, but the timelines keep shifting. How and when? I feel like it would have happened moments since April. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, MJ. Hey, Chris. Kayla. Jessica William, hello. Folding in the cheese, love it. Yeah, Dawn, it was a crazy dream. Okay, so Earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for you for the last half of October. So, what is going to be the main theme of Earth signs reading? That's too many. Earth signs reading, and what is the potential challenge? What is the... Okay. What is the potential challenge? I am using, for anyone who wants to know, my Shaman's Dream, the Shaman's Dream Oracle right now. Okay. Oh, interesting, Earth signs. Oh, it's like one of those, like, I love it and hate it at the same time. Like it's good. It is good, but it's a little prickly, literally. Okay. So, Earth signs, the main theme of your reading is, the horned cactus, which is resourcefulness at its core. So and when I look at your, challenge, what I'm feeling for you, Earth signs, is that you're going to be having to draw on some reserves. I think some of my Earth signs might be feeling really tired, really exhausted. I know I am. And you are kind of waiting for like that little rainfall where you can pull in, like a cactus to store. And so you're going to have to really pull on all of your reserves, I think, for something here in the last half of October. But here's the thing. The challenge is the crossing, the initiation. It feels like you're getting ready to enter into a very new territory, and this is important. So you can't really quit now. You can't like back away. It's like you got to just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and like face this, do it, and like grab all your energy and move through whatever this is that you need to move through, because it does feel like you are moving into a new phase, a new initiation of some kind, and you're entering into newer territories for you to grow and learn. Let me see if there's anything in the horn cactus that I should be aware of here. Blooming through resilience. I think that's really important. So if you're coming up against anything difficult, I'll tell you guys right now, I'm certainly facing this right now, but you just have to persevere. And in the end, it's going to really pay off for you, and you're going to like be in a whole new land. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horn cactus thrives in the barren desert scape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with a continuous flow of water. So I really want you guys to dig deep, earth signs, because you do have more in your tank that you can pull on, and it's going to be enough to get you past the finish line and over the threshold, because there is a threshold that you're passing over, and it just feels like something really good is on the other side of that. So let's see where the cards are taking us, earth signs. And who's an earth sign in the live chat right now? Let me know. And please like the video, drop a comment in the comments section too, just to kind of help the algorithm. I always appreciate it when you guys do that. All right, what do we need to know for earth signs? What do you need to know about the past? Okay, we have the Two of Wands coming up in reverse, the Nine of Crystals, and the Seven of Cups. Ooh, I wanted to say to you guys, I'm going to be on, I don't know if any of you guys watch the podcast on YouTube, Conflict Radio. I'm going to be on his podcast right after the election that week. So that's going to be exciting. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know? What do we need to know about the current energies? It's coming into the current energies. We have the Four of Stars in reverse. Aha, the Death card in reverse. And the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. And what's coming into the near future? The Knight of Crystals. What is coming into the World in reverse? And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. We have overall energy is the 10 of Crystals in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so earth signs, this is going to be the end of the pain, the end of whatever's been really weighing on you, weighing on your mind, burdening your mind, stressing you out, causing anxiety, maybe losing sleep. The 10 of Crystals in reverse is saying like all of those long time burdens, there's something that you've been dealing with for a while. It's finally coming to an end. And I would say with the Knight of Cups in reverse, this would be something that you've been trying to move towards, like following your heart, following your dreams, taking action, but it's just like doesn't feel like it's getting you where you want to go. Like it's been slower. You maybe have even been met with some kinds of form of rejection in some way, or at least it's felt that way, even if it hasn't actually literally been that. But I see a lot of this ending very, very soon for you. So at least we're in the process of it ending, I want to say. So with the past, I see the Two of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Crystals, Seven of Cups. Okay, so in the past here, it looks like, you're the Two of Wands in reverse. You're making your way down a path, but you don't know where you're going. It's not really clear. The map is not in your hand, so to speak. Or if you do have a map, there's no way of knowing where you're standing because it's extremely foggy, okay? And so this is has been creating a lot of anxiety for you. This has been creating a lot of maybe some sleepless nights, some insomnia, where you're just because you just don't know exactly where am I going to land with all of this. And that's a really strong energy that's coming up right now, is that so many of us are feeling called forward and we are moving forward, but it's where is this actually taking me? Where am I actually going? And with the Seven of Cups coming in here, it's also adding this element of confusion on top of all of that. So more confusion where maybe there's an excess of options in front of you and you're just I don't know which is the right one. But it's there's certainly a level of confusion and uncertainty here. Now, but again, I want to say it feels like you're moving forward despite all of that, but it's there's still that energy where you're moving forward, but anyone's guess where you're going to land, right? Now, in the current energies, you have the Four of Stars in reverse, the Death card in reverse, and the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's interesting, this energy, because the Four of Stars in reverse is a sense of letting go, releasing onto something you've been holding so tight onto, and maybe it's not in your best interest, right? But then you have the Death card, which is, again, the opposite energy. It's you're not allowing yourself to go through some kind of death. You're not allowing yourself to have that release. So it's Here's the thing that I'm kind of picking up here is that there are certain elements that you've been letting go and releasing, but there might be a really big element that you've got to face and realize that in order for you to move forward, a death must occur. And I don't mean a literal death. It's more of maybe a death of a belief, a death of perception of yourself, a death of the way forward, if you've been on this path and you're maybe this isn't the way, maybe you got to just tweak and just move slightly to the right and then you move forward and now you're really on track. It feels with the Page of Wands in reverse, there's some delay in some news that you're waiting for. Maybe there's something some information. There's something that you could be excited about, but it's something's tempering that a little in the last half of October. But I want to say though, don't fret so much about that because it looks like things are going to shift. I think the biggest thing is that you've got to learn to let go of something or allow for a transformation or death to occur. Holding on too tightly to what was. And again, it could just be ideas. It could be again, perceptions. In your future energies, I see the Knight of Crystals, the World in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you're going to gain momentum again. You're going to be moving. There's something that allows you to move forward with very strong clarity and direction. And you're going to pick up some momentum here. It does feel though you're going to finally be getting to close a door to some big chapter that you've been wanting to close the door to, but it's been a slow progress getting there. It's been a little kind of painful in a sense of gosh, this is taking forever. And then you also have this Ace of Wands in reverse that feels to me it feels like this is already in play. And you're going to be revisiting it and there's something that gives it new life is what it feels like. So let's see where this is all going. Can we get some clarification on the 10 of Crystals in reverse? What do we need to know about this for my earth signs? Oh gosh. All right. We have the Moon and the Death card coming up. Okay. This could be something that has to do with a very dark night of the soul-esque kind of period for you. It's coming to an end. The confusion is coming to an end. For some of you, you may have even like had a very strong intuition about this, and this is why you followed this path, but you still haven't been given all the details. But whatever this painful thing is, it is most certainly coming to an end for you. And I would say that whatever it is, it feels like it's been something that has clouded you. Like it's almost like this cast this cloud over your life, whether it's been for some of you, it may have been really strong. For others of you, it feels like it's just kind of always been there, but it hasn't impacted you fully. But it's like this annoying thing that's like, could you just give me some more sunlight, kind of a thing. So it feels, I like that. I like that for you, Earth signs. What's this Two of Wands in reverse? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups. So it's been really hard for you to leave behind something like you felt a calling. Again, like this is exactly what I was saying in the beginning. Like you've felt like that you're meant to do this. Like in a sense of there's some part of you that instinctually or intuitively feels called to walk this path, whatever you felt like the direction that you've been going. But it's been very difficult for you. To do it. It hasn't been an easy road. But again, this is why you're being called on. Like you've been forced to be really resourceful. You've had to really kind of dig deep into whatever it is that you've needed from yourself to take this, to answer this call, so to speak. What's this Nine of Crystals? Okay, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is for all my earth signs who are really looking at answering a dream, like a big dream of yours. For some of you, this might be some really important person in your life, like a relationship. But I feel for most of you, this is about like really answering a call towards one of your dreams. The Emperor in reverse. So it just feels like whatever you've been like you've wanted or desired deeply, it feels like you've been almost spinning your wheels in mud trying to make it happen, to the point where you're almost like trying too much to control everything, like where it may be now time to like pull back a little and say, hold on, like I'm just spinning my wheels in mud right now and I'm exhausting myself and all this energy is being expended. Maybe this isn't the right way. Like maybe I need to like pull back for a second, because it's been creating a lot of anxiety for you and a lot of stress. So what's this Seven of Cups in the past? What's this Seven of Cups? Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, your health may have been suffering a little bit. You haven't felt like a lot of your personal needs may have been put to the wayside. You may have been overworking yourself. You may have been too focused on money or resources. I'm getting a message to say right now, it's time to get back to basics. Basics is where like everything starts to shift. What's this? What else do we need to know about the Seven of Cups? Okay, and the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, so when we're spinning our wheels, sometimes we forget about going inside, right? We forget about like going inside for the answers. And it's so important to do that. I literally like had a breakdown on Tuesday. Partly it was because I was just so exhausted. But like one of those like crying, falling to your knees kind of moments. it was like, what was it? Uranus opposed Venus on Monday or something. And I just kind of was like, asked for help, like literally like, oh my God, I need help. And literally within hours, I was answered, and it's one of those things where we need to really go back to our internal connection to source, faith, belief in that idea that you are more than just a cog in the wheel. Like you can do things energetically if you have the energy to do so. But when we get caught up in like, oh, I got to do this, oh, I got to do that, like it can get really difficult. So what's this Four of Stars in reverse? Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Here's your Knight of Swords, but in reverse. And your Knight of Cups upright. Oh. Okay, well, this makes it interesting. So what I like about this energy for you, Earth signs, is that you are surrendering. You're releasing something that's really kind of opening you up to receiving. It feels like you're going to get some kind of offer, potentially something's being offered towards you because you've let something go. And I want to say, I'm feeling like it's this Knight of Swords energy where it's like always rushing to do this or rushing to do that, or always allowing your mind to dictate you, because it looks like the heart or the intuition is winning here. So I will say that it feels like you're going to feel really good about yourself at some point here in the last half of October, because you're releasing something. But I see this Death card as well. So there's another energy here where with the Death card in reverse, let me see what we need to know about this. Temperance in reverse with the Eight of Wands. Okay, I can read this two different ways. Okay, for some of you, you may get something that you should have like let go of or allowed to die, so to speak, right? Like let it come to its closure, let it come to its end. It's almost like you're met with very impatient energy and signs and communication to like force you to look at that, like you can't avoid it anymore. For others of you, it feels like because you know that you've been doing it, you get impatient with yourself, and it's like, that's it, I'm doing it. And like, there's this very fast movement now. Like, it's almost like it like slaps you awake or something, it's like, I want to say it's like a bitch slap in a way, kind of an energy. But what's this Page of Wands? What's this Page of Wands in reverse? Okay. We have the Strength card in reverse, the Eight of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So there's something newer coming into your field here, and I feel like you are going to get some news about it. There's something that's maybe a bit of a delay around it, but it's still going to happen, and you're still moving forward. Perhaps this is something that you got news on in the past, and then it somehow got delayed, and now it's coming back around. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because it feels like you're getting unstuck. It feels like wherever you felt trapped or stuck, you're finally going to start building something, working on the foundation, working on something with someone else or in a group. Like there's momentum, there's movement here. The Strength card in reverse is kind of making me feel like You're tired, but you're still doing it. You know, like there's fatigue, but you're still doing it. Like I mean, we're all under like crazy energy right now, you know? Like it feels like everyone wants to just buckle, doesn't it? Like it's just one of those times. Um Let me see. Oh, by the way, you guys are going to love next week's podcast. You're going to love it. It's so fun. I have like 3 surprises for you. Okay, Knight of Crystals. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, Earth signs. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Swords. How interesting. Oh, I just got ringing in my ears. Okay, hold on a second. You know, it feels like no matter what is happening here, you've got some challenges that you're kind of working around. It feels like emotionally there's something going on, but there's some kind of pain or struggle, but you've got really strong, confident energy here that's pushing forward anyways. So again, you know what I'm feeling like this Queen of Cups is in reverse? It's just more of like this it's like, okay, like we're talking about the horned cactus, right? Like your reserves are water in a cactus, which means like you've got to really pull on your own like emotional energy to like amp you up. And it's almost it's like it's hard. It's not easy for you, but you're doing it. So I want to say there is movement here. It's not coming easily for you, but you're doing it and you're overcoming something here. It's like I want to say you are pulling on your reserves, even though it might be killing you in some way. You know, you're still like, you know, it's going to make you stronger. You know, like you can get through this. So I want to say like that energy is very strong here. What's this world? What's this world in reverse? Okay, we have the Chariot with the King of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like there's some kind of achievement that you are finally moving towards. Like it's really within reach. It's getting really close here for you. Something that would take you from like a Queen of Pentacles to a King of Pentacles, because we have the Queen of Pentacles up here. And it feels like you're moving up in a level of either your finances, your position in work, what you're doing with your health, your own personal resources. Maybe it's even some kind of status, because the pentacles can also represent like a level of status for you. So there's something about your status is moving up. And so you're finally reaching that achievement that you've been working so hard for, but you haven't really been sure how to get it. That is finally like coming to its culmination. What's this Ace of Wands? Because this is the crossing, your initiation, that's been so difficult and challenging for you to get to. So we have the Hangman in reverse. So yeah, it's like I said, it feels like this is something that's not new to you. You know what this new beginning is in some way. You've been working towards it, but it somehow has had like a stopper on it, or like a really like, it's almost like some kind of slower resistance of allowing it to come through. But with the Hangman here in reverse, for some of you, this is really just all about a big perception shift. But more so, I get like you're finally getting unstuck. There's movement now. Like there's like an aha moment that comes in. Yeah. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups with the Six of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you're really getting into a much better place by the end of this. So all I want to say is, for my earth signs, keep going, because the rewards are coming your way. You're going to get your bag, so to speak. And I do feel for some of you that this is finally going to fill your cup up again. Like if you've been feeling like you've been going on empty, like you're going to get something that refuels you like nothing before. For some of you, this could be also like something new in your relationships that's really kind of giving you new life, new adventure, and new starts in some of your really important relationships. Getting out of like the turbulence, or if there's been rocky times, like it feels like that's all going to go behind you. For others of you though, it just feels very much like you're finally getting like that spark, like the fire's being lit for this new dream to kind of come up, because again, like the cups do represent your desires and your dreams. So I see that kind of coming up. It's kind of like you're in the final push or a sign. So don't give up. Don't back down. Find your reserves. And it feels like it's going to really pay off for you in the end. Okay, so that's my reading for my earth signs. Did that one resonate with any of you in the chat there? Oh, I need some water. Hey, Kim. Oh, you're exhausted too, Dawn? Oh, gosh, Kayla too. Hey, Up 3. Hey, Jen. All right. Water signs, you guys are next. Water signs. So my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, you guys are next. All right. Six planets in Virgo. Yeah. The crab. Another fellow crab in the live chat. All right, what's in store for my water signs for the last half of October? Let's get into it. Let's find out. All right, what is the main theme and what is the potential challenge for my water signs? Okay. And what is the potential challenge? I feel like water signs got this last time, or at least if it wasn't last time, it was the time before. So the main theme of your reading is Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. Okay. I mean, you can take that one in a couple of different ways. But, options, choices, and their consequences, and also life blessings. Like also knowing like a blessing could be before you. Are you choosing it or are you choosing something else? What will satisfy your hunger? Something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. So again, like something are you going to break out into something new? Is it the right new for you? Should you stay where you are? You're faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. Why do I feel like as a Cancer this resonates too. Oh my gosh. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Whatever it is, sour, bitter, sweet, or savory, relish the experience until you digest all your choice in its offering. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. Ooh. If something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. All right, so because it will repeat itself, right? So your challenge is the covenant, the sacred contract. So again, it's like, do you feel like you are stuck to a choice? Do you feel like, for some of you, maybe you want to make a choice to stay in something or where you're at just because maybe you feel like some sense of obligation, like you promised or you said you would, but maybe you've outgrown that and you're realizing it's not what's best for you. That could be something that's coming up for some of my water signs. Or it could be that, it's just time to move on. For others of you, maybe it's like, ooh, am I getting too blinded by new shiny things? And maybe what I am with right now is the best option for me. I don't know. It's like, do you stick to your contract? Do you not? Like, it's gonna be different for all of you. So kind of let's see where this is going. Just remember that every choice has a consequence. But there's also times where, like, where's your blessing? Do you have the blessing right now, or is the blessing waiting for you to let go of something so that you can finally choose it? That's going to be the conundrum here, and I can't tell you which way it's going. I think it's going to be different for all of you in the audience. So let's see. What do we need to know about the past? It's just whatever it is. If it's bad, don't choose it again. Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse. We have the Lovers card coming up. We have the King of Stars in reverse. Ooh. We have the Magician flying out, coming into your current energies. The Strength card in the heart of your spread. 4 major arcana already, water signs. We have the Hierophant in reverse, another major. And into the near future, we have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Crystals in reverse, and the Moon card. Wow. Pretty strong reading, water signs. Overall energies is the 10 of Stars in reverse and the Empress in reverse. Okay. Well, when we're talking about the Feast of Plenty, the 10 of Stars, when it's upright, this is the 10 of Pentacles. And then the Empress, like, this couldn't be more plentiful. It's just all in reverse. So it could feel like it's blocked, it could feel like there's some kind of resistance towards it. There's something that either you're looking at long-term investments, whether it's time, whether it's your energy, whether it's your money, whatever it is, just feels like maybe it's like there's something in the way of it. When it comes to what you really, really desire and want so much. The Empress can sometimes, for me, represent like your it thing, like the thing you want. And it just feels like it's not exactly like there for you. Like there's some kind of wall or resistance around that, or it just feels like it's coming in really slow. I don't know. There's something around that for you. For others of you, it feels like this may be time to cut ties with something you've been long-term invested in, and it's time to look at something new. Again, like you'll know where you are, that this could go either way. It's just going to be dependent on your situation. In the past, you have the Chariot in reverse, the Lovers, and then the King of Stars in reverse. So it feels like whatever movement has been happening here, it's been a bit of a bumpy road. It hasn't been fully smooth. This may have to do with a specific decision with the Lovers that you have to make. You're forced, like there's some kind of choice that you are really having to make here. For others of you, this is about an important person, an important relationship in your life. That hasn't been maybe having the smoothest ride. And with the King of Stars here in reverse, it feels like this is an energy that's not like, look, the King of Stars, when it's upright, it's very dependable, reliable, very grounded, very secure. Sometimes this energy can feel like the King of Stars can just feel a little too floaty, like it's not rooted enough. So you're not really sure where it's landing. So I don't know if there's someone in your life that you're dealing with where you don't know where they're landing. This could also just be about like you like really wanting to maybe quit your job. Or again, just it can also talk about a commitment of some sort, that maybe it's time to look at other investments, whatever that means, like maybe you have to change the way you're investing or what you're investing into. In your current energies, I actually really like this for you, water signs. You have the Magician, the Strength card, and the Hierophant in reverse. You're definitely manifesting in the last half of October. Things are kind of coming together for you. Everything's kind of starting to fall into place. The energy seems to be flowing. You are, though, having to face something that requires you to be courageous. You're having to face something that's really like calling on the courage element for you. So you're going to have to be a little stronger than usual, but and I think the reason why that's happening is because you have the Hierophant in reverse. I think you're meant to do something in a little less conventional way than you were either anticipating or expecting for yourself. It feels very non-traditional. Whatever you're doing or how you're working or going about this, maybe some of the choices that you're making are non-traditional or just kind of go against the grain of what is expected of you. But this overall, though, this energy feels good. So I think that's why you need the strength and the courage, because you're kind of stepping outside of your comfort zone here in a way. But again, I want to say the energy's flowing, you're manifesting, so it's good. Now in your future energies, you have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Crystals in reverse, and then the Moon. Okay. Huh. So I love the Ace of Cups here for you because there's a new opening here for you guys. New openings, new doors and opportunities are opening up here for something that is, again, connected to your dreams. This could be about love, a relationship that's meaningful to you. This could be for some of you, this has a little bit of ties to intuition, like really kind of opening up new levels of intuition for you. But because of that, like you're cutting something else away. Now, the Queen of Crystals in reverse and then the Moon. Oh, okay. Hold on a second here, because it does feel like you're cutting something away. You are cutting something away. But what I'm getting more than anything is that you're following your intuition when you're doing this, water signs. I'm not getting like confusion from this Moon card. I'm not getting like darkness. I'm getting more of a very strong intuitive energy. Like you are walking forward so confident in whatever you're feeling. Like you are emotionally tapped in. And you feel this in your bones. But there's something though that you're kind of either cutting away or you're making no bones about it to someone in your life or some circumstance in your life. So it does feel like there's some kind of removal, but it feels like it's a good removal because there's a new opportunity here for you. Again, for some of you, if this involves something that you don't want to depart from, like you really like what it is, it's getting a new level, like it's going into a new place. So it's getting growth. So let's see where this is all going. Okay. So clarifying the 10 of stars in reverse. What is this as the overall energy? Hey, Stacy. Good to see you. Hey, Georgiana. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Ooh. Okay. I'm not going to take these because they're just too much of a spill. We'll just do these two. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Cups clarifying your 10 of Stars in reverse. Okay, excuse me. Okay. Oh my gosh, I meant to tell you guys. This was the strangest thing that happened to me in the shower this morning. If you've already listened to the dream part that I talked about at the beginning of this video, then you'll understand. If you haven't yet, then just remember this when I talk about that. Because I was in the shower this morning after my morning run, and I was thinking about my dream, and I was thinking, God, it felt so real. It felt like it was prophetic. And I had that thought in my head. And as soon as like the word prophetic like came into my mind, a whole flash of white light filled my bathroom while I was in the shower, like really fast. And I'm like, oh my God. So like, that's what makes me feel so compelled by that dream. Like, it was the craziest thing that happened to me in the shower. I was like, just a flash. It was really quick, but it was a flash of white light that just filled the shower. And I'm like, whoa. So, yeah. Okay. I forgot to tell you guys that part. So, oh, all right. There's been some kind of resistance to, again, this long-term investment. Maybe it's more money. Maybe it's more resources. Maybe it's a commitment, a long-term commitment, a long-term investment. I don't know. But again, this is something you really want. Okay. Like this is almost your it thing. So, with the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles here, like I really do feel like this is very much about aligning with your own intuition, your own hearts and needs, and it's new money coming in. So it's either it's a new opportunity that's coming in for this, planting the seeds. For some of you, this might be a person like that you care very much for, but you guys are water signs, King of Cups. This could be you. This could be you really finally sitting at the top of your game, like really kind of commanding and getting yours. So, this is really nice. I like this for you, water signs. What's this Chariot in reverse? Stacy. Oh. All interesting stories start with the shower. Okay, so the Chariot in reverse. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Queen of Cups. Look, I think there's something you really wanted here. You're really kind of desiring it, but it hasn't really been moving forward. And like, it's either been like an all or nothing kind of energy. Cause like the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is very slow. Like, it's almost at a standstill. And the Eight of Pentacles is procrastination, not really putting in the effort. But it can also be like overworking, right? Like burning the midnight oil. So it could be, for some of you, this could be like, okay, things have been moving, but they're kind of like, they're either at like full speed or like a dead stop, and it's just kind of like this jerking movement. but it's like you're so committed heart-wise to this. Like your heart is emotionally tied in here to whatever this is that we're talking about here. So the lovers, what is the lovers? We have the Temperance card. You may have been very patient with a partner or someone you care about here. Seven of Wands, feeling like you're up against some kind of resistance, or feeling like, no, I've also got to stand my ground. For others of you, this is about a decision, a choice, where you're having to be very patient with a choice you made and like protect it, like really stand behind it. So what's this King of Stars? Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So there's a bit of a wishy-washy feeling here with this King of Stars. So again, it's like for some of you, you might be dealing with someone. Again, it's like this floating energy. You don't, it's like, it doesn't feel like you're getting the solid truth. And it doesn't mean that someone's lying to you. It's just like you don't have all of the information to like make a decision. Maybe you've made one decision, now you're having to make another decision. I don't know, but it feels like whatever this is, if this is you as the King of Stars, maybe this is about like really wanting to choose a new path, okay? Whether it's with your career, your work, how you're making money, or this is about like something you've been invested in. Maybe it's a relationship. The Pentacles can sometimes talk about relationships because they're tangible. Whatever it is, it's like, it feels like up in the air, you know, like it's not completely grounded yet. And it's just because what I'm seeing is, it's like, there's this energy of going back and forth. It's a little wishy-washy. I don't know. And it's because you don't have all of the information to make the most informed decision yet. So I don't think you've made a specific decision on this thing that you're now having to face. I want to say this choice that I taught, for those of you that this really resonated about this being a choice, the Lovers card, this is something you've already made. Like this is a choice you're protecting, you're being patient about. This is a new thing that's kind of coming up. So what's this Magician? What's the Magician in the current energies? Okay, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Swords in reverse. And then the Six of Pentacles. Wow, 3 sixes. Okay. Oh, my water signs are manifesting with the devil. No, I'm just joking. Totally joking. So it feels like whatever you're manifesting and everything's kind of coming together here for you, like the energy's really flowing, things are locking into place here. It's something where like you've been at this for a while. Like this is something that it feels like you've been trying to be recognized or seen for this. You've been working hard. It's almost like you've had to kind of go over something over and over and over again, but it's finally coming through. Like it does feel for a lot of my water signs, you're going to get an offer of something. It's like for some of you, it's going to be more money this at the end of October. For others of you, it's coming in the form of like some kind of gift or promise or something of that nature. Whatever it is, you feel like you're finally like receiving something here for your efforts. What's this Strength card? Oh, well, that makes a lot of freaking sense. Okay, well, we have the Tower and the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there's something else going on around you. There's something else going around you that's kind of could take you by surprise here. It's going to shock you. This could come from a past friendship. This could come from someone that is like someone from your past. This could also be like an event that maybe it's like, I don't know, there's some kind of disruption. For some of you, there may be an event that you were expecting to go to and it gets canceled. Suddenly, that could just simply be this. But the courage thing really kind of is pulling at me here, because somehow this is causing you to like be a little more courageous. Something happens here. You have some kind of event happening here. That kind of, I think it almost forces you to kind of look in new directions or look at new ways that you wouldn't have necessarily considered before, but now you are, because you need a different option. What's this Hierophant? The High Priest in reverse. Okay, so you get the Hierophant twice in reverse here. So very, very unconventional. The Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, for some of you, if this is about like, okay, you're facing something where it's like, this cannot continue anymore. You're having to like pull out your commitment. For some of you, this is like, okay, can't be committed to this anymore, like done. For others of you though, it feels more like, you're going to be taking like an unconventional way, but I don't necessarily feel like you're going to get the support that you need. And I think that's why you need to have courage, because I don't think everyone's going to be on board with you. Yeah, the Three of Swords, like someone's not going to be on board with you, or there's an energy here that's kind of creating a little bit of pain. So I don't know. Again, this could just be really a difficult choice for you, but it's like you kind of have to make it. That's the energy of this full moon right now in Aries. Okay, well, here's the good news though. Like you've got good stuff following it. So it feels necessary. It feels really necessary. So what's this Ace of Cups? We have the Karma card, which is the Judgment. So it's like something you've been waiting for finally comes in your favor. But it also could be like this return. So something like that you thought was dead is coming back to life. We have the Four of Cups and the Magician card. So again, it feels like this may be like a blessing that you've been waiting for, something that you've been hoping for, wanting, and now it's finally like coming through. So again, it feels like you may have to make, again, remember, choices have consequences, but the choice of not choosing also has a consequence. So I don't want you to think that because you choose, it's a bad consequences. Just know that not choosing has a consequence, choosing has a consequence. Sometimes what's best for you, you need to choose that, but there's a consequence, like not everyone's going to be happy with you, you know, like, and that's what kind of this energy feels like whatever you're choosing, not everyone is excited for you. But it's in your best interest to move forward. What's this Queen of Crystals? What's this Queen of Crystals in reverse? The Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, water signs. I feel my Scorpios here right now are like, The Emperor in reverse. Okay, look. This energy is a little petty. I'm not going to lie, but maybe it's necessary. I don't know. it feels like you're gonna like, you have to like almost maybe, I don't know if you have to be very like blunt about something, like you're like, no. It feels like someone may come with an apology towards you and you're like, not interested, like not like I don't know, it just feels, I don't know why it feels like there's a little bit of a petty energy here. You may revisit this and be like, okay, like, I accept your apology. I don't know. But like with the Emperor here in reverse, it just feels like there's a lot of anger and a lot of like digging in your heels and my way or the highway kind of energy. So I don't really know how this is playing out for you, water signs, but you're kind of there. It feels though like you almost need to do this though. So let's see. What's the moon? Okay, wow. So, yeah, Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Like, again, it feels like you are so tuned in, you're so tapped, you're following your intuition, you're going with this new thing that could be very much for some of you like really part of your awakening. But you're excited about this, whatever this new chapter, new opportunity is that you're choosing. It's bringing in excitement. For some of you, this is starting to really turn on your creative juices in some way. And it's like the thing that's really kind of coming to an end is this idea of feeling kind of alone or without, like, some, if the resources have been dry or the money has been dry, it feels like all of that's finally kind of like this is going to put that to an end, whatever this is. So like keep following your intuition, because where you're being guided to is to bring you more. But remember, remember the consequences of choices, in the sense that, like, if you are staying with something because you feel obligated to it, even though it may not be in your best interest, you're going to miss out on an opportunity. But again, maybe you are with something that's really important and good for you, and there's a new opportunity that comes in, and it's not as like maybe what you think. Like maybe it's like too shiny. It's shiny on the outside, but like it's coal on the inside. It's black on the inside. This is about really recognizing, like, is this a new, like, rising up growth cycle of something you're already invested in? Or is this really something brand new? Either way, something has to get removed here from the picture in some way, shape, or form. So I don't know exactly how that's going to play out for you. I do feel like some of my water signs are going to be getting petty in the future. So be it. We're all allowed to have a petty moment, especially if someone was shitty towards us. I know I would be. I've had my fair share of petty moments. What's that? I watched this reality show where someone said, petty with a purpose. And I love that. I love that line. Petty with a purpose. That's my water signs. All right. So, how did that resonate with all my water signs? Oh, scary spot on? Really? Okay. All right, so we're going to move on to air signs. You guys are next. All right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One more cut. All right. What is in store for my air signs for the last half of October? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just so you guys know, so your rising will always cover all of you, like it represents all areas of your life. Your sun usually will be more accurate for your career, career purpose kind of stuff. And your moon can often relate to more of like your body, your health, your inner needs. And of course, Venus, she's money and relationships, money and love. All right. Let me get some water. Okay. What is the main theme for air signs reading, and what is the potential challenge? What is the main theme and the potential? Okay. It's warm in here. The jeweled web is your main theme of your reading. So connectivity. When I look at this card, I'm getting a very strong message for you air signs that you're connected to more than you realize. And there's actually like places that you're not looking or tapping into that could provide you with exactly what you need. It could be someone in your network. It could be a particular resource. I don't know, but there's something about you being more connected to things than you realize that could be, it's a resource for you in some way. Whether it's money or help or something. It's something that would help you with something you need. Your challenge, though, is the Woodwives, adaptability. So you've got to be flexible here, air signs. This isn't a place where you kind of refuse to bend the knee a little bit. You're going to have to be able to go with the flow a little more. So again, this would be what I'm getting for you very, very strongly, air signs, is that this is not the time to be really rigid and set in your ways. There's places like there's stones you have not turned over or you need to look under. You have more options than you realize, but you're going to have to be flexible in how you think and where you're looking and what your expectations are. So let's see where this is kind of going for my air signs. You're welcome, William. Hey, Ellen. And for everyone who's here, please hit the like button for me. Drop a comment in the comment section just to help the algorithms, even if it's just a hello or a heart emoji. I'll gladly take money emojis. Put the money energy in there. All right. What do we need to know about the past? Oh, geez. Okay. Hold on a second here. What do we need to know about the past for my air signs? I feel like my chair is a little bit lower than I'm used to. Ooh, okay. We have the Tower in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. And then we have the Page of Crystals. Okay, coming into the current energies for my air signs. Oh, jeez. Are we going to have a heart-to-heart here? Air signs. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Crystals in reverse, The Strength card in reverse. There we go. Three of Cups upright. Happier times coming in. Much happier times coming in for my air signs. 10 of Stars. Okay. Overall energy. 10 of Wands in reverse. Magician in reverse. Not surprised to see that looking at your reading right now. Okay, air signs. I'm going to have to get a little real here with you. Someone needs to hear it. I know not everyone will of the air signs, but I got to say it. Someone's putting off ending or making a decision, wondering if you're with someone that you shouldn't be with, or you're not making a decision that you need to make because you're afraid of letting go and you're just avoiding like the inevitable. Stop it. Okay. All right. That's just for, I think, like a couple of you out there. But what I'm seeing for you overall, though, air signs, is like finally some healing to and an ending here for you for carrying like really big burdens, carrying really heavy things on your back in a sense. It's been, you know, you're trying to make things work here. You're trying to like get things going. And it's just been like one thing after another. It's been a constant uphill battle, I think, for you. I feel like that uphill battle is finally coming to a close for you. And I will say this, that you have resources around you that you're not maybe looking at. And so it's going to require you to be a little more flexible to see these things. Now, in the past, we have the Tower in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, the Page of Crystals. It looks like, again, like the Tower, like there's something that I don't know, like the Tower in reverse, I'm getting more of like an avoidance energy. So it's like, oh, I know there's this thing I have to do, but it's going to disrupt everything. It's going to cause like, whether it's your world or someone else's world, to like kind of come undone. At the end of the day, like there's a decision that you have to make and you're delaying it. But I do see you did come into some new information here, though, that I think may have at least helped you a little bit. You got a little more clarity. You learned something new here. I don't know if it was a new truth was revealed. I don't know if you were looking into something, doing a little detective work, because that can be the Page of Crystals too. But in your current energies, we have the Death in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Crystals in reverse. You're having a hard time here, air signs, like really kind of releasing something to the winds, you know, like letting go, like you're kind of stuck in the same old, or you know there's something that's not good for you and you're just not really able to let go of it. Or for some of you, it just feels like you're stuck in like some repetitive cycle that's not working for you, but you don't like I feel like it worked for you in the past and you're just hoping like one day it's going to work again, but it's like you're forgetting like you've evolved, you've grown, like it's time to move on. The Nine of Crystals in reverse, like there's some kind of fear that it looks like you're going to have to look at here, something that, you know, mentally is holding you back. But the good news is that I see a really big shift in energies for you in the near future, because you have the Strength card in reverse, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Stars. So you are going to do something that you feel you don't have the courage to do. And it all really it works out in your favor. I see, like with the Three of Cups here, this is happy times, you know, maybe for some of you, there's a reason to celebrate, but I just see like lighter times at the very minimum for some of you, happier times, more jovial times. And what I'm seeing here, Ten of Stars, is that there's like a really, like the celebration may have something to do with like, maybe you got a raise at work, or maybe You got like, yeah, for some of you, it feels like it may be like that promotion. For others of you, this is like, you finally like found your commitment to something that is like, okay, this is going to finally like set me up financially, or this is going to bring me in a lot of stability and strength in the long run, security, like that kind of stuff. We'll see. But I just feel like the hard times are really coming to a close here for you, air signs. So you're just going to have to make a decision though. Like you're going to have to do the thing. Okay, air signs. What is this 10 of Wands in reverse about? What is this 10 of Wands? Yeah. King of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, it's like you just feel like things aren't moving at the rate that you want them to. You're not getting that change that you're looking for. And I'm with the King of Wands here in reverse, I'm just getting like really big frustrations. Like you've been really super frustrated, maybe even for some of you at your wit's end over this. It's like, how much more can I endure? How much more does it have to like, how many more obstacles do I have to remove from my path, kind of a thing, before I finally get that change. I do feel like that's coming really soon though, air signs. So what is this Tower in reverse? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Strength card, the Hermit. Strength in reverse. Okay. Yeah, like you're really avoiding initiating something here. I think you're looking for more answers within, but really like what's just required is like, you got to do it. And so you may be like trying to cut some corners here. There's like, how can I minimize this in some way? But like, no, you're going to have to fully go through with it. What's this? Lovers. What's the Lovers in reverse? The King of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Wands. Okay. I feel like you're gonna, for those of you, like this is about like really kind of delaying a decision where for some of you, you're dealing with someone who's just not showing up when they say they're going to, like they're not as secure or they're not offering the same security that they used to, or that you're expecting. This could be a job not offering you the same security that it used to. And I think you're like trying to get your confidence up here. Like you're wanting to be really clear in how you execute this. And it's like, there's something about you also with this Queen of Wands energy. There's something about you that knows like you deserve like a little bit of the spotlight. You deserve to be acknowledged in some way. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting this energy off this Queen of Wands. It's like about knowing what you deserve and you're going to make sure it's seen, kind of an energy. But I don't necessarily like you're still delaying it, but I think you're trying to get the confidence, like you're mulling things over here. What's this Page of Crystals? The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. What you really want to go after, I think like You're definitely, this Page of Crystals feels like it's a little bit detective-y, like a little bit of researchy kind of energy. For some of you, it may have been a conversation, but it feels a little more detective-y, researchy kind of energy. About like, how do I finally move forward with either like, there's something you really want and you want to either take action on it, but you also are like studying what's in your way. And I feel like there's someone or something around you that can remove the obstacles for you, because this 10 of Wands is here twice in your reading and it's in the main theme of your reading. So I feel like there might be someone who can help. I think you might be researching someone who might be able to help you remove this, or you're looking into someone who could help you in some way at minimum. What's this Death card? Wow. Okay. Air signs. Okay. So on the Death card in reverse, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Ooh. I feel like, I don't know if you're going to, I mean, the King and the Queen are just so clear and sure about like, no, it's this and there's only this way. And like, it's like, we don't need all the other fluff. Like we don't, it's just, let's focus on like the necessities. Get down to brass tacks. I feel like you might be having a conversation with someone who's going to kind of, I don't want to say like lecture you, but it's going to be a bit of a stern kind of conversation. It's good though. Like it's really good for you about like saying like, hey, this isn't working out for you. Like it's time to kind of call it, you know, whatever it is, like it's time to come to its end. You've been delaying long enough. And you're going to have, it feels like you're going to have an important conversation with someone who finally like sets you straight. Like it's something you need to hear. Like it's going to be tough to hear, but you need to hear it. What's the Eight of Cups? You could also be setting someone else straight. This could be you having like the, hey, shit or get off the pot kind of thing. Like you can't keep delaying this any longer. The Nine of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands in reverse. And the Lovers in reverse. There's something that you know is just not in your future and you've got to like say goodbye. I don't know how else to say it, air signs, but it's time to say goodbye, whatever it is, on whatever level, okay? It's just not part of your future, and it's time to surrender, okay? And you cannot, and if this is just like, it's time to make the decision. I see, though, the Nine of Crystals is interesting because in reverse, it can talk about you finally overcoming some kind of fear here. Yeah, the Six of Cups. The Temperance card. I think you're really focused on what is really right for you. And I think you're going to approach the situation with patience, with a compassionate energy. But there's something about you knowing what lies ahead of you is better. Like something is easing your fear here for some reason. And so I don't know if this is someone from your past with that Six of Cups coming in and soothing any anxiety, but it's just, it feels like your anxiety is coming down and you're getting ready to finally like do this. What's the Strength card in reverse? Yeah, the Four of Cups in reverse. Sorry, the Four of Cups upright and the Chariot in reverse. So you know that in order to move forward, it means you're going to have to do something that you know is like you can't stay where you are. Like you know you're not happy where you are. And so it's going to require some discomfort here. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. But you know, like there's a part of you that is being guided through this kind of from like your higher self in some way. You're feeling that and you're moving forward. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy road here, but you're okay because you got the Three of Cups coming in. So what's this Three of Cups? The Nine of Cups in reverse. The Four of Swords in reverse. And the Ace of Swords coming in. So, yeah, it feels like you're no longer delaying what you wanted. There's definitely been some anxiety and restlessness for you, air signs around this. But you're going to have a breakthrough. You have a breakthrough coming in here. And the thing that you've been really wanting or wishing for, it feels like you get a breakthrough around it. And there is some like a reason to be happy at minimum, like you're happy. There's like your friends are happy for you, or it like just brings in an ease of lightheartedness to the situation. And then we have the Ten of Stars, also the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Sun in reverse. What I think is, because the Seven of Swords can sometimes be a little bit of self-sabotaging behavior. And I think you're starting to realize that like the thing that you really wanted that's going to really kind of bring in, at least at the very minimum, much better security for you, more stability, maybe more money. I feel like for some reason, some of you are going to get a truth that you're going to like that helps set you free. Like there's a piece of information you've been missing and you're going to get it. And that's going to help you see more clearly. And I think these two, this King and Queen of Swords, one of them could be you. But I feel like someone's going to like bring in a really strong truth that it's like going to help you see something that you didn't see before. And you're going to finally see it. And, yeah, it's like it helps you like confront your self-sabotaging way so that you don't do that again. Like it's like you're kind of removing the self-sabotaging out of the equation. So, all right, air signs, that's my reading for you. Let me know if that resonated with any of my air signs in the live chat. Okay. It's funny, my voice is starting to like, my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. Hold on a second here. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Hey, Sarah. Jenny, it's like I'm reading your mind. I am. Didn't you know? You're welcome. All right, fire signs. You guys are next. Last but not least, Aries, Leo, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's find out what's in store for my fire signs. You're welcome, Jenny. All right, fire signs. Let's see what's in store for you for the last half of October as 2024 closes out. I can't believe we're already in the last quarter of 2024. It's like... I don't even remember this year. Like, it just feels like a big blur. Is that just a sign of getting older? I don't know. I want winter to come. I want snow. I want fireplaces and candles, cool air, coziness. That's what I want right now. All right. Oh, so much of me wants to like just get a cabin in like deep in the mountains somewhere and just like rent it out for a week at minimum and just turn everything off, like phone, computer, and just wake up, make a cacao or a coffee, go back to bed, read a book, watch a movie, maybe light a fire in the fireplace, just completely like disconnect from the world, because I feel like the world is going to get really insane. All right, what is the main theme of fire signs reading, and what is the potential challenge? What's the potential challenge? Okay. Oh, I like you, fire signs. Okay. Stacey, yes, it was a pretty big year. I think that's why it's a blur, because everything was just like, oh my God. Okay, so fire signs, the theme of your reading is the perfect storm. Number 44. The courage to step into life. Ooh. And I just love this. Okay, this is what I love about these two cards that you've got. There's something coming alive in like your heart chakra, right? Like something also in your solar, like empowerment. Like there's something really kind of coming alive where you're being called to really step forward. And it means like, you know, like in order to do that, like there may be some big storm around you and maybe you're called to be the solution. I don't know. But like whatever it is that there is something that's beckoning you to step into life in a way that you haven't yet. It's going to require courage. Now, here's what's really interesting. Your challenge is the cosmic womb, the divine feminine. And so there's something about like with this cosmic womb and divine feminine energy, again, like this is, I just got a surge of like energy in my own womb space when I had this thought. It brings me back to this idea of power and your co-creative forces and what it is that you can create in your life. There's something about tapping into the power of your own feminine energy, like and it's like when we talk about the cosmic womb, you have, even if you're male, you have like your sacral chakra is your womb space, right? And it's very much what connects you to the universe and beyond. This is why I did that course, the goddess codes in keys, the womb of activation course. It's why it's so powerful, and why I was guided to create that course is because it starts to unlock your ability to tap into source energy and start pulling energy from the universe into your reality through this space. And I feel like that's something, fire signs, that you're being called to do, like whatever it is that you're feeling called to step into, like step up, like maybe you're the solution in some way. Is that you're going to have to pull on more of your own power. You're going to have to really pull from the source energy through the universe. And it's through this divine connection that is your greatest intuition center is down here, your gut, and to really open up that portal of creation within you. So let's see where this is all going. And that's where you're going to really need to tap in the most. That's where you're going to get the most benefit, but you may not feel you may not instinctively feel guided there. Like you may feel like you got to do something else, but that's where your power center lies. It's like, you'll hear it on next week's podcast. I don't want to say. Next week's podcast will touch on this from a special guest that will not be announced until it's like in the podcast and you'll know who it is. Okay. What do we need to know about the past here for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Queen of Cups coming in, the Four of Wands in reverse, we have the Magician in reverse. Then we have the World card coming in. Current energies. Okay, we have the Six of Wands in reverse. But we also have the Empress energy. What did I say? Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. There she is. Okay. Coming into the near future. Okay, you have the Five of Cups coming in, and you have the Eight of Crystals in reverse. And then the Ace of Crystals in reverse. Overall energy, the High Priestess and the Chariot. Oh my goodness. Of all cards to get together as your overall energy. I can't tell you enough, fire signs. Like really go into your creation center, really tap into your intuition, like really allow yourself to go into the magic and the mystery in whatever way you can, because this is what's going to create the movement. This is like literally your vehicle towards what it is that you're being called towards. In your past, you have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Magician. So look, I already see like I see this deep opening, like there's some kind of heart opening here. There's a deep love that I see here. A wish. I see you actually already accessing this energy, but the Four of Wands in reverse and the Magician in reverse, I don't know, there's some kind of, I don't know, for some of you, there's been a disruption in your home or your family life in some way. And it's just really kind of impaired your ability to kind of create. But in some way, I feel like all of this is happening around you for a reason. Like, it's the perfect storm. Like somehow this is preparing you to finally like step towards whatever it is that you've been feeling called to. In your current energies, you have the World, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Empress. So really, like, I feel like there's some sense of achievement coming with the World. Like, you may even get recognized for something really big, whereas in the past you weren't recognized. That could finally, you could be getting your flowers here, fire signs, like finally. For others of you, it's like, it's the culmination. It's finally like closing out a chapter, right? Allowing you to move on to a new thing. And with the Empress here, like this is really beautiful energy. I just see you're doing really well here in the last half of October. Like you're finally being recognized for something you weren't recognized before. And I don't know, I'm just getting this sense like you're feeling empowered. You're feeling like you are growing, like you as a person are growing, but also what your abilities to do in this world, what you're capable of. Like it just feels like you're expanding and growing in that way here. Like it looks really good energy. Now in your future, you have the Five of Cups, the Eight of Crystals in reverse, and the Ace of Crystals in reverse. So look, I do see like there's some kind of like something's happening here that's pulling your energy to focus on what's not good. Right? Like it's pulling you away from what you do have and what you should be focused on. And you're being pulled towards like this incident or something that is like drawing, it's kind of starting to drain your energy that you've built up over in this part of in the month. But I don't see you staying there very long at all. You have the Eight of Crystals here in reverse. So you're getting out of your head. You're getting out of your own way. If you felt stuck, you're going to get unstuck. And with the Ace of Crystals here in reverse, it's like, I think you're revisiting an idea that you've had before, but you never fully acted on, or you never fully allowed for it to bloom. So let's see where this is all going. High Priestess. What do we need to know about the High Priestess as the overall energy? Five of Wands. There's your perfect storm. Sometimes we have these things that just, they're there to catalyze us, to like activate us. Like, you know what? Screw this. And you get up. Yeah. The Seven of Wands. Like your intuition is speaking very loudly to you here on where you're supposed to move. And there's some kind of chaos or I don't know, thing brewing around you that is gonna force you to finally move on this. Yeah, because you have the Four of Cups in reverse too, which is telling me like you've been, you're I don't know if there's like some kind of fighting, or there's resistance, or you've been having to defend yourself in some way, but finally you're like, I'm not happy with this. I don't want this anymore. Like I don't want to be in this energy, or I'm going to find the solution to this energy, because I also feel like there's very much that kind of energy here. Like there's some kind of solution involved in this. I don't know what it is, but I feel like you are a solution to someone's problems in some way. Like, I don't know. It's weird. So what's this Queen of Cups? Maybe it could be more like, I don't know if you're feeling like a higher calling, but what is this Queen of Cups? Okay, so you have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and then the King of Wands in reverse. So look, I think there's something very deeply in your heart here. You're really like already feeling this energy. You're something you want, you're feeling very connected to it. You're opening up more in your own heart space, your own intuition. But, like I feel like you're battling something here. Like there's something kind of going on around you needing to take your status to a new level. Yeah, it's something about a status. What's this Four of Wands? What's this Four of Wands in reverse? Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely, it feels like either there's family conflict or it could be extended family or just something that's disrupting your happy home life. It could also be within a relationship in some way. 6 of Pentacles, like trying to find the balance, but like, I don't know, like what's fair, what's not fair. Is this even? Is this not even? 4 of Swords, and it's just creating a lot of stress. And so it feels like you want to kind of take space from this, you know, like, so what's this? Magician in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. So I wonder if you've been trying to manifest something and you got a delay, like on something that you were hoping was going to finally move, but it's not moving yet. What else about this Magician? Justice. This could be about like finally having a new contract. This could be about legal matters. This could be about finally getting like justice for something. Again, it feels like something needs to be fair and balanced, and it's not. It's not fair and balanced. And I think you've been trying to work towards that in some way. Trying to make something right. What is this? The World? What's the World? Karma. So that's the Judgment card. Ooh. Ooh, we have Temperance coming in. This is really good energy, fire signs. So in the second half of October, there's going to be some achievement here. Like you finally are recognized. I want to say that you are somehow very much recognized, and like, you know, like you are very seen here. And it's something that, you know, I think it's required a lot of patience on your part, but you're finally getting that. And there is something about you bringing something into balance in some way, or you finding the sweet spot. With the Karma card, it feels like you're rising up in power in some way, like you're rising to the occasion, or you're rising. I'm getting this vision of like you kind of rising above where like others are. It's part of this energy, like, okay, they're not going to step up, I'm going to step up. It's like, and it could just be like some people are not able to step up, they're not in the right position, or they're not in the right frame of mind, or it's just not like with their strength. Like, I don't know, but there's something about, I see you rising up here, rising to the occasion. I don't know, but you found like a really good sweet spot. What's this 6 of Wands in reverse? Yeah, I feel like you weren't recognized in the past, and I feel like there may have even been some sneaky behavior behind your back to minimize like your recognition, to like make you make you smaller or less significant in some way. And I feel like that's all behind you now. Like you've been able to overcome that this week because you've got the Empress here upright. We have the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you are totally like, you are coming out of your shell. You are fully being seen. This is not like you be turned inward. 8 of Pentacles, like you are making your mark here in some way. You're heavy into the work. You're working on something. You're applying your energy. Like you're coming, it's like something's just come out of the woodworks and it's like lit you up and turned you on, and you're like, all right, like, I don't know. It's like you come alive in some way, and your energy is so focused and you're so like committed to something in this manner here. Again, I see you, there's a lot of growth for you, fire signs, expansion. Like you are, it's like you're filling yourself out in some way. It's like, where you were kept small, like you had shrunk yourself, you're now allowing yourself to fill out your full like suit, so to speak. What's this Five of Cups? Okay, we have the Tower. Okay, so something happens here that maybe takes you by surprise. It's unexpected. And it may cause you to focus on the negative here for a little bit, but I don't feel like you get stuck here very long. What else do we need to know about the Five of Cups? The Three of Wands in reverse. There's something that you realize, like, this isn't the path for me. This isn't working. This isn't how I'm gonna get what it is that I want, or bring into my life what it is that I want. And there's some kind of shocking event here, or something happens that it feels like it just momentarily kind of puts you in a little bit of a damp mode or mood, but I don't feel like you stay there long, because you have the Eight of Crystals here in reverse. What's this Eight of Crystals? The Strength card. So you have courage. Courage is required here for you. And interesting, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to do this not on your own. You're not meant to do this on your own. Like, there's something about like you getting like out of your own way or out of this situation. Call on a little bit of help. There's someone around you who can help you. You're not meant to kind of do it all just by yourself here. You're going to get out of this way faster and get unstuck faster if you ask for someone's help. And what's this Ace of Crystals? The Three of Swords in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. I think like for some of you, this is like finally I don't know if you've been working for someone that you just don't want to work for. They've just kind of been a bit of a tyrant energy, but I see like you get some sort of idea. You're revisiting it. There's kind of a breakthrough that you have here that finally puts like that energy behind you. Like it's closing the wound of whatever that is. Let me just pull one more card. I want to say again, like whatever this is, like work from your power of creation, like your work energetically, go into your feminine energy. Go into the mystery, go into surrender. Don't try to like do. Like you really want to like work with the energies almost from behind the scenes is what I want to say. Yeah. You're walking away. You're walking away from something. You're following your calling. You know like where you're meant to be. So big shift here for you, fire signs. I really like it a lot for you. Very, very powerful. I feel for some of you, this is a really like, I feel like some of you are going to experience this on varying levels, but there's some of you out there that I feel like this is like your moment. Like this is your, it's like a defining moment in your trajectory that really, where you really start to come into your own. Like you really start to come into your own. So I love it. I love it very much. So, fire signs, that's my reading. I don't know. Did that resonate with anyone out there? Anyone? Let me know. And don't forget, if you want, I'm going to be speaking live at a free event next Wednesday. It's live. I'll be live at 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. But there's speakers all day and it's recorded. So if you miss it, like you can still get access to the recordings for an entire week. So I'm leaving the link in the description below if you'd like to sign up for that. And then I'll keep you guys posted on the details of the podcast that I'll be on in early November. And yeah, make sure you guys tune in for next week's podcast. It's really, really good. There's a lot of information in there. We're gonna cover quite a few different things. Also, like a quick look into 2025 as well, and what it's kind of bringing in, what it's ushering in. It's just kind of exciting. Look, I know there's a lot of upheaval that's coming in. I really do feel like we're going into a bit of a crisis mode on the planet. Humanity is kind of going into a crisis mode, but it's because we're ready for that rebirth. It's because we're ready for the transformation. It's like the breakdown that happens before the breakthrough, and I feel like we're on the verge of that breakthrough, but we're in that like point where it's like you can't go around it, like you have to go through it. So just understand that I feel like a lot of us have been preparing for this moment. There's something really powerful about what's going to be happening, and I do see like a lot of people stepping up and to really kind of stepping up to the plate and answering. And this is a very different energy than like 2020. Very, very different energy. So there's that. All right. So anything else? Anything else that I need to say? I don't think so. I'm leaving links for everything if you need. If you want to be on my newsletter, anything like that. If you want to reach out to me, just send me an email, nicole@nicolefrolic.com. Guys, I love you. Oh, and don't forget, join Alchemy. Join our little family, our little community. We are very active in there, and I'd love to have you if you've been thinking about joining. All right, guys. I will see you guys really soon, probably next week. Have an amazing week. I hope this full moon doesn't cause too many outbursts or passive aggressive behavior in your life. Yeah, just pause. As Mary said, pregnant pause for this full moon can be very, very beneficial to you. All right, guys, have an amazing week, and I will see you guys really soon.